Welcome to Trust Power Arena in Tauranga for the Aon Under-15 Girls Final today versus Wellington versus Waikato. I'm Dwayne Tamatea, one of your commentators for today. We'll be assisted or joined by Natalie Varga later on once her game finishes. But two teams today, Wellington, number 4, Eliza Vaiawa, number 5, Te Wai Piata Doyle, number 6, Shayla Chin, number 7, Tia Pavihi, number 8, Holly Morgan, number 9, Rangi Tawera, number 10, Naomi Sapuonga, number 11, Dylan Asi, number 12, Lily Talele, number 13, Tatiana Mariako, number 14, Kristana Lioto, and number 23, Mikey Cohen Katani. And they are coached by the great Buzz Adam Crawford, manager by Siniasi, and assistant manager Hemi Pou. For Waikato, number 4, Roimata Harahap, number 5, Tanika Leja Walker, number 6, Tema Para Walker, number 7, Piri Kiti Aroha Lewis, number 8, Kailani Albert Niha, number 9, Kayla Waihi, number 10, Shaughnessy Nordstrom, number 12, Eliza Gilbert, number 13, Leah Tupaya, number 14, Caitlin Ward, number 15, Lane Goff, and number 20, Ripeka Edwards, coached by the legendary Leanne Walker, assistant coach by Mrs. Waihi, and manager Karina Tupaya. Those are your two teams for today. Just introducing two teams down on the court. Those are our two teams. Wellington come through Pool A, beating Otago, Hawke's Bay, Hutt Valley and Waitaha Canterbury B. And Waikato came through Pool B, beating Harbour, Rotorua A, Gisborne and Waitakere West. So here for an epic final today. These two teams, the last two of the under-15 girls left to fight it out for the championship, to who's going to be crowned New Zealand under-15 Aon champions for 2019. So there's about 5 minutes 52 on the clock before tip-off, and we're just about for the national anthems. So, welcome back everybody. Good to be here at the Trust Arena in Tauranga, as we said, for the Under-15 Aon Girls Championship game between Waikato and Wellington. There's 4 minutes 36 on the clock, rest for the warm-up, and then we'll be into tip-off. So the 2 teams out there warming up. I think Waikato dispatched of who did they dispatch of the semi-final? I know Wellington beat Auckland. That was a tight semi-final that Wellington came through in the end. I think it was Waitaha Canterbury A that Waikato beat in their semi-final to get to the final today. So small crowd here at the moment, and others starting to pack out the show court, as we're on the show court, number 1 court in Tauranga. So good to have these young kids being exposed, playing out in front of a crowd, and hopefully the crowd can get up and make it exciting for the girls to show their stuff on court. So 3 minutes 30 left before tip off, so a time to go get you a coffee and a biscuit, and then we'll be back into the action with 3 minutes to go till tip off. Be an exciting game here today. 2 good coaches coaching each team. Both been around a while. I'm sure they'll have some tactics up their sleeves, and some very great talent on show with some of these 12, 13, 14-year-old young ladies with some great skill. It's been fantastic here actually throughout the week. Plenty of young talent in the next generation of basketballers on show. Basketball New Zealand, Tauranga have put on a great spectacle of basketball throughout the week, and hopefully teams have got to where they've set their goals to get. But there's only 2 teams can make the last two, and that's Wellington versus Waikato. So congratulations to them, but congratulations to all those other teams that have participated and been playing hard out since Wednesday here in Tauranga, and they'll all be sitting down out in the crowd to watch this great final that we're about to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting five for Wellington tonight: number 8, Ollie Morgan; number 9, Rangi Tawera; number 10, Naomi Sopolanga; number 12, Lily Tulele; and number 13, Tatiana Koneko. There's your starting five for Wellies. For Waikato, number 5, Tanika Lita Walker; number 9, Tyler Whitey; number 10, Chauncey Nordstrom; number 12, Elise Gilbert; and number 15, Aiden Gold. Just over a minute to go. Let's get up. Who's up, Wellies? Nobody's up, Wellies. Let's try that again. Who's up, Wellies? And who's up, Waikato?
Kids are in their last bit of their huddle, giving their instructions, coaches giving their instructions, and girls come out, shake the referee's hand, and we're about to tip off. Last minute instructions from Waikato before they head out to take stage. So I said, everybody, welcome here to Tauranga for the Aon Under 15 Girls National Final. And just being joined by Natalie, which has just come from coaching a game, so welcome, Natalie.
Yeah, it's still going over there after that double overtime before. Looks like to be a good final today, huh?
Yeah, I hope so, that the girls can put on a show for the semi-good crowd that has turned up now. As we said, we're on the show court, so girls can show their stuff as we're about to tip off. Here we go, we're underway. Waikato with the first possession for 2. Rangi gets fouled under the hoop. Going to the line for 2. You know, the nerves will kick in here, Natalie, for a little bit, I'd say, with these young players.
Yeah, they'll both be raring to go. It's really interesting to see how the officials call this game. Traditionally, I feel like they've called the finals really close, lots of hand fouls and little things, so players will need to adjust early.
She makes that Waikato score. A bit of full court pressure here coming from Waikato. Wellington get it over with a bit of ease. Great pass inside, and inside out action, then gets it in the post.
A spin away over her right shoulder, away from the defense.
Ooh, you're right.
Another quick foul on the Wellington side. So they're in 2 fouls already in under a minute of play. Bit concerning if you're Wellington. Not sure if they're as deep as Waikato is, but we'll find out with some of the fouls early on.
Yeah, I was just saying before, the Waikato seem to be pretty deep, so that might favour them in the if needed. So we'll see how it pans out. Waikato coming down. Run a set.
Wellington just packing it in on defense.
Screen and the...
Switching on their screens as well, so they'll protect the key, make Waikato score from outside.
Nice drive for 2.
Nordstrom, very good little point guard. She can score. She had a great semifinal yesterday.
Oh, turnover, Wellington sleep. Put the sleep there. Turnover, and can get it back.
Waikato swarming the ball.
Wellington's going to settle down a little.
They go into Goff early. Back out to Ledger Walker for 3. Not shy that one. Waikato hit 7 threes, I believe, in that semifinal yesterday, so not afraid to shoot from the distance, and they're accurate.
Oh, stepped out.
Yeah, Waikato had 5 3-pointers in the first quarter in the semi yesterday, and it was from 3 different people, so not afraid to shoot, all of their starters.
So if Wellington can handle this pressure, they should be okay. It's a drive, a rebound.
Wellington yet to score as Waikato also just 4 players in the keyhole for Waikato.
Walker coming down the middle, raise it up. Foul there on.
Goff will pick up a push, it looks like. Yeah, young Angus Henderson from Otago making the call on number 15.
Wellington get it over. Get into a set, trying to get into a set.
Strong drive from
Nice.
Sopoaga, who'll get fouled. And
And
one
one.
from her. I believe that foul was on number 9. Waihi for Waikato. Chance for an and 1 here to put Wellington with 3, so tie the game up.
Short. Oh, Waikato ball.
Oh.
Oh. Wellington ball base.
Baselines can become important in close games when lots of touches and no one really secures the ball. Want to try to score a great little set.
Oh, hard luck. Walker coming down, pushing.
Nice pass.
Layup.
Nice 3-on-2, good finish.
I think that's important in this young age. They can make their easy baskets. Nordstrom was able to make that easy basket. Getting out and running the lane. Sopoaga drives again. Just gets her own rebound. Oh, great pass. And oh.
Yeah, they'll lean heavily on Talele for points. That was a nice dish off to Mareko, I believe, to help me with my pronunciations today.
Oh, that's
Haven't had a chance to practice this one.
she makes the first. Was that Eliza Gilbert's second foul?
Yeah, Leanne Walker goes to her bench now. Bring in Walker for somebody. Yeah, Walker in for Gilbert.
Yeah, must have been a second.
Some pressure from Wellington. Looks like they've done, all the age groups have done this funky press. So they flood the middle and then they all fan out. It's a little bit of a diamond 1 or a 1-2-2-1. 1-2-1-1. Off the foot, freshly into the game. Young Ledger Walker off her foot.
Wellington look to get it over. Three.
I thought she got hit on the 3. No call. Oh, could have been a collision at midcourt. Nice finish. Albert Neha with the 2 points. It's nice to see Waikato use both sides of the rim. They're not afraid to go left and right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great to see both sides of the court used equally.
So Waikato with a 7-4 lead. 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
High-low action from Wellington. Oh, no call
foul
there.
Oh, Smexy, Wellington get it back. Pass in the post. Here goes Lily. Ooh, foul on number 9.
That'll be on Waihi.
Kayla's second foul too.
So very different styles if you're tuning in. So Waikato looking to push and work through their guards with their 4-out offense, and Wellington a lot of high-low actions through their 2 bigs. And it's just who can dictate longest and most often. So far it's been Waikato being able to have their way. It's one of those sounds you like to hear. It's like a ka-ching when it hits the back like that, nothing but net.
Well, he makes the first. She makes the second.
Same press, so 1-2-2.
Walker
And-
beats it with ease, doesn't finish that layup. On the baseline, 2.
Waikato moved the ball extremely well. Inside out is a big part of their half-court offense.
Nice fake and drive.
Ooh, unlucky on the roll. And off we go. We got a 4-on-3. Can they get something out of this? Quick on ball. Leisure Walker rejects the on ball. No one there for the shovel pass. Oh. Jump stop. Waihi for 3, the lefty. Bit short. We get a pushing foul on Goff.
Off. Down lane. I'd say Waikato in more foul trouble at the moment than Wellington. Every time they foul now is at 2 shots.
Yep, they're in the penalty. So here we go.
It's a long time left.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
Like I said, just from the last few years watching this, they want to keep the game under control, and they call quite a few fouls, really, and it's going to be important who can make their free throws and also to go deep into your bench.
Yeah, well, those are signs of good teams. If you can go deep and you can make your easy baskets. Fortunately, a miss there. See that Sapawonga at the line.
Yeah, I kind of have a hard time with reading their numbers. So that's very modern-looking uniforms from Wellington.
She makes a second. Oh, she steals it. Oh, stolen back.
Hot potato, nobody wants it.
Nordstrom with the dribble. Screen high for the 3.
Oh, that's skill right there. I like her game.
I like how Wellington have sort of looked over the top, that there's that long pass. It's a little bit risky, but it's worked for them at the moment.
Yeah, Waikato face guard, and then they pull the person defending the ball back behind them, so that lob is really difficult. And if you're able to get it over the top, then you do. You have 4-on-3.
Yeah, you get some space. And
yeah, 3-on-2s and stuff can convert.
so what are we thinking now if we're Wellington? Timeout?
Yeah, well, you're not playing very well, and you're still only down by 5. You know, you had a couple early fouls, but now you've got them into the penalty. I think you keep going with your high-low game. Waikato don't have a lot of size. Goff's in a bit of foul trouble herself, so she's not in the game. I keep pounding it in. As long as they can break the pressure, they'll be fine.
Yeah, beat the pressure and attack the basket. Ref might get you some fouls and you can get some freebies going to the line.
Yeah, and if you're Waikato, I think they've been a bit sticky with the ball the last couple possessions. Nordstrom took a tough shot and finished it, but their spacing's a bit out of whack. They need a bit more side-to-side basketball. And they look for that shovel pass off the dishes inside. I think that's what I'd be going to. Just better ball movement from them. Defensively, yeah, they need to get around the big and try to front that high-to-low look.
Good time out here from Buzz just to give the girls a little breather. They're probably still a little bit nervous. But we'll be talking to them too about attacking the hoop and making sure we can get it over. No turnovers.
Yeah, you don't want to give anyone layups when you turn it over in your backcourt. It can be a bit scary.
Let's see what Wellington come out here out of this out of bounds. So they get something going to the hoop or a foul.
It's been a long few days for these teams, and we'll see who can last the longest here in the girls' grand final of the under 15 AON national champs.
There we go, Sapong's got it out of bounds.
They go into her, ISO her on the block, right shoulder with that left hand, and they swarmed that.
Oh, Wellington ball.
Oh, everyone's confused.
Yep. Oh.
She must have stepped on it there. Well, Wellington will run the same set again. Nice to see the referees communicating, just making sure they're on the same page. They're told to do that.
Yeah, good communication there, and then stayed with the original call. He was right there, so.
Yeah, and Wellington really reluctant to shoot the three. They just want to go inside. And nobody aware of the shot clock. Didn't hear anything from the bench. And good defense from Waikato, who survived that.
Yeah, good defensive set. Wellington with a bit of pressure. Nordstrom looking for that on ball again. Driving base, nice layup.
Yeah, and she rejects it and just goes to her left instead. No defense, on, no help side on the D.
Let's go, taking the hoop.
Yeah.
Nice take.
It's interesting to see the press breaker, as you mentioned, for Wellington. They're doing a nice job getting it over the top and attacking and taking advantage of 2-on-1s.
Oh, Wellington with a 14-7 lead. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter still.
Yeah, a bit of a foul fest. Hopefully everyone's comfortable in their seats. Could be a long game.
I don't think it'll be as long as the one was before your game just now.
Yeah, I've had some bad luck with those long games on that court. Double overtime for 12th and 13th. Both, no, it would have been 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
No, almost a steal. No, nice passing from Waikato.
Pass. Caitlin Ward in the post, swings it. Oh, nice step. Niha for two.
Pavihi with the ball. Picks it up on the right
8
sideline.
seconds. 8-second call.
Tama called it, he's right. It was the refs just they're supposed to do their own count because the shot clock isn't always the same as the referee, so that's why you see them counting, and it doesn't always reflect what's on the shot clock, so we go with the referee's count.
Picker gets it in, Nordstrom on the wing. Looking for that on ball. There's a bit of congestion over that side. Oh, she drives.
It's good defense. One person good D, the other one still moving, and from that angle, we've got a blocking foul and 2 free throws. Pretty good little crowd here.
Yeah.
On a fairly sunny day in Tauranga. Nice to see. Lots of support from the other teams as well, not just the family and friends of the teams here playing, but everyone comes out to watch, which is awesome. The court looks super sharp with all the signage and those banners over there waiting for someone to win them.
Yeah, great show, great show. Good for our young kids to get exposed to this early and be able to play on the big stage.
Yeah, they got these lovely hoops.
There's that long pass. Here we go. Lily's got it, take the hoop, yep.
Nice
Picker,
move.
good D. Here we go. Lily's up for 2.
Yeah, Lily, I think she's fading away on her shot. She just needs to rip through and go strong to the rim. She's not going to get a foul call when she's jumping back from the rim.
No, that's right. Oh, good pass.
On.
Oh, we got a rebound. Wellington got a rebound. Caitlin Ward.
It's our first 3-pointer of the game.
Probably of the tournament.
Not known for a 3-point shooting, huh?
There's Nordstrom for 2. Got a runner. Good rebound, Sapawanga. She's an integral part of this team, Sapawanga. She's been doing a lot of work so far.
Oh, it was there, but so was the shot. And a miscommunication from the 2 posts for Wellington early on. Just over 2 and a bit to play. And we've got a pretty commanding lead for Waikato, up 11.
Nordstrom. Oh, good pass. Caitlin's got it out the top. Swing. Nice ball movement. On ball. Drive. Ooh.
Bit too fast for Waihi.
Oh, foul.
And 2 shots for Wellington. So right now we've got Nordstrom with 9 points. She's leading all scorers from both teams. And next up would be Albert Niha with 4 in this first quarter. Wellington kind of sharing the scoring, nobody over 3 points, so that's spread out.
Nordstrom gets her first bell. Good job. Good few minutes there for her.
Yeah, she needs to stay out of foul trouble. She's just so hard to guard. She goes left, she goes right, she can pass, she can score, she can shoot the 3. And she plays great D. One of those players that can play on both sides of the ball, which is exciting.
Sapwanga for a second. Oh, she gets her own rebound. In the post. Oh, let it go. Unfortunately there, Wellington. Waikato ball from the base. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't.
We don't have any replay here. No one's going to go check that.
We go Walker at the top, looking for that on ball. I like that on ball at the top.
Yeah, lots of space. Wellington.
Edwards through the middle.
They've got to close the gap on their help side and get chest to chest. They're just turning their hips, and that's allowing the offense to step through that, and that's a blocking foul every time. So Wellington just sacrifice the body, take it in the chest, and fall over. There's potential for some charges today.
Edwards at the line for 2.
And this 10 minutes has taken over 15 to play, so just a lot of fouls as both teams attacking hard and making the referees make decisions early. Nice long outlet passes. It's good to see them getting up the court without dribbling too much.
Sapwanga at the top, looking for an on ball.
Oh, almost the dime on accident.
Yep. Zat Langi for 3.
Tipped and stays. Could really use a basket here to get him closer.
Yeah.
Haven't scored in a while. And they'll stack it up, spread it out, and look inside.
3 in the corner.
They're going to have to get a couple of those to fall to make it a good game. Because I know that Waikato can shoot, and I haven't seen Wellington play a whole bunch. We of course know their strength is inside, but a couple guards to hit the 3 would be great for them.
Good D. Jump ball. Arrow with Wellington. There we go. Let's see if they can get a score here or get something. Only Tawera brings it up.
Not much on the shot clock now for Wellington, as they're still haven't been able to get into the key yet. Yeah, and since that timeout, when we were talking about the strengths of each team, seems like the momentum has stayed with Waikato. They've been able to limit touches inside for their superstars. Wellington's 2 posts.
Edwards drives back to Walker for 3. Oh, good hustle. Ball don't reach. Edwards and pass inside. Great pass.
And Caitlin Ward catches it high, keeps it high, finishes at the buzzer.
Here we go, folks. First quarter. Waikato 22-8 over Wellington in the Aon Under-15 Girls National Final.
Yeah, 22 points is a great output for the 1 quarter of action. So Waikato's scoring at will, basically.
I was saying just before you came, a great spectacle it's been throughout the week. All this young talent on show, and the next generation of ballers it looks pretty good for New Zealand basketball. I reckon, you know, there's some, what was it, 20 female teams, 20 male teams here. Kids are 12, 13, 14 years old, showing their stuff, and there's some pretty good games that happened out there, and some teams could have been here and some teams aren't, but we've got Waikato and Wellington here in the national final.
Yeah, I've been impressed with some of the athleticism on the girls' side and height as well. It's nice to see a bit of that, and I don't feel like anyone doesn't belong here. Everyone's got some skills, and I've seen some real basketballers out in the girls' side, which is awesome to see. And really think it's important girls start early to get used to the dribbling the ball and being able to shoot from distance. And yeah, I've been impressed with some of the talent too. It's been a dogfight for 1 through 3.
Yeah, even, you know, there's been some talk about zones and man, and, you know, it is what it is. People have got opinions, but, you know, there's another generation of coaches coming through and referees. So, you know, the game is looking good. There's some young referees out there reffing, and there's some young coaches coaching on the sideline too. So, all in all, basketball's looking in good hands, and the future looks bright.
Yeah, no, it's only going to get better and better as we go, as we have New Zealand's second most popular secondary school sport. And you've seen it here, the cream of the crop, really, the reps, highest level we've got, and fighting for a national title and a banner. So as we get into the second quarter, we're ready to go. And Waikato will inbound to start.
See what Wellington comes out here with a good defensive set. Edwards at the top. Walker on a 45. Looking for that on ball.
Wellington stepping up their defense and forcing the turnover from Waikato. Really excellent ball pressure and a hard show on a screen.
And then here comes that pressure.
Yeah, and they run and jump at you, and it feels like you've gotten out of it, and then they're still there. 3 people inside the key for Waikato.
Sapalonga for 2. Wellington get the offensive board. This doesn't seem to drop. It's not dropping for Wellington. They're getting some chances. Edwards out to Walker. Walker looking to push. It's up court. Walker for 3.
Rebound Wellington. They need to get out, get into space, and try to get some easy baskets versus pressure of Waikato. And withdraw the foul. So that foul will be on, I believe, 8, Albert Niha. Just too much. And one more dribble even from Sopoaga to get in closer, and I think she gets an and one. She's kind of settling for a tougher shot beyond the white line. That net ball circle. Maybe one more dribble, and it's a jump stop layup.
Yeah, I think Wellington just a little bit tentative at the moment while not attacking the basket a little bit, but better. Might pay off for them if they can attack that hoop. It looks like Lily and Sopoaga and Naomi are the sort of 2 Wellington need to fire here in this quarter.
Yeah, we've said Sopoaga's name a lot. She's definitely not afraid, and she's putting herself out there. She's getting to the free throw line. Just got to convert. And a silly foul, an unfortunate one, really. Just a hands foul. And those are coach killers sometimes, but that happens at this age group. Lots of learnings going on, even in the final. That's what I like, watching. No one stops coaching, no one stops playing. There's always more to learn. You're always playing for something.
Edwards inbounds to Nordstrom.
They'll run there, high on ball again.
That on ball, yep. Here it comes.
And I don't think they expect much out of that on ball. It's just to swing the ball across and get motion of the defense so they can open up those weak side drives.
Nordstrom for 3.
She has a nice looking shot.
Yeah.
Wellington in a bit of trouble to get it across in time, and they do. I love that rip using the left. Up she goes. Probably a bump and gets her own rebound.
Oh, foul.
And Mareko had to come out of the keyhole to get that and helped out her team versus the pressure and was rewarded with free throws here. Again, we're not even a minute and a half into a little bit over 90 seconds into this quarter, and we've got fouls and free throws.
And Leo Tupai replaces Kayla Waihi. So we have Edwards, Ward, Tupai, Nordstrom and Walker, Ledger Walker, on for Waikato at the moment.
And 0 for 2. So free throws hurting Wellington a bit. They've been unable to convert.
Walker controls it out the top.
And sorry about that, Tom. Just shooting overall 7% for Wellington. And as you saw on the bottom of your screen, that's been the difference here. Haven't been able to put the ball in the hoop. Unfortunate miss from Edwards, and she bonked herself in the head there with the ball, and she gets back on D. She'll be okay. Hey, nice move. If you notice, the Wellington players catch looking at the basket in triple threat, pulls the D, opens up the drive. Square in the shoulders, really good fundamentals from Wellington.
So 0 from 5 from three-point land, Wellington, and Waikato 7 from 14. Oh, that's the 2-point percentage there. There it is there. Free throw 6 from 15 at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Hurting them, so ball's got to go through the hoop.
It helps.
I like to tell my players, let's just worry about swishing it, and then hopefully they just make it.
Used to have a lady yell out from the stands, free throws win games.
She knew her stuff. Should have had her on the bench.
There you go, Walker. Brings it over. Pass to Nordstrom for 2.
Good looking shot. Off the mark. Good rebound by Wellington. Now they got numbers. I think just get it up and over, and they do. 3 on 2 for Wellington.
That's the first basket in a while.
Yeah, everyone lost Tatiana as she scores there. And I think Tatiana's going to get a lot of touches since everyone's going to be swarming Lily today.
Yeah.
She'll get more than, she's probably used to that a bit.
Here we go, here it is. The D. Walker at the top, looks to drive, kicks out. Sapuanga on the break. Oh, hustle, hard luck. Wellington getting some opportunities. It's just not falling for them at the moment. We're at 22-10 lead to Waikato at the moment. 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Nordstrom coming down the left side, down the middle. Yeah, should be waiting for that on ball. Lane sets it screen. Oh, nice little runner. The rebound, Sapuanga. Oh, she rips it back off her. Leah Tupaa. Wellington on the break. Oh, blocked by Walker.
Yeah, Wellington need to be careful here. Make sure they get good shots, as it could break away down 14, and you can just feel the Waikato side ready to erupt. It's getting a bit loud in here.
Gilbert back in.
Checking in.
Nordstrom giving us some instructions.
Yeah, we've got Doyle in the game as well for Wellington. Little guard there up top.
Oh.
And she picks up a foul on Nordstrom. Well, that would be against Ledger Walker, actually.
One of the hardest things in basketball is around that keeping that person in front of you, and how much gap shall I give them and how much gap shouldn't I give them.
Yeah, not to touch them with your hands. Girls have a pretty bad habit of that. I think boys have gotten a bit better, and we're teaching our girls chest first.
Oh, good pass. Lane for 2. She misses. There's a reset.
Shot clock violation, yeah. No rim there on Goff's shot, so.
Good job, score bench. Use that pressure.
Then they're going to screen across to ease the pressure, and Waikato will just switch that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a foul.
Oh. Is it 12 or 15? 15.
Yeah. See how many fouls she has. I think she's on 2. %12 from the field for Wellington on the bottom of your screen. That's a big difference at this point.
6 of 17 from free throw. Willie throws it out, 3.
And Talele hasn't been able to get going. Haven't really gotten her the ball enough. That's what happens when you press and your guards aren't able to get you the ball versus
Walker
tough
3,
pressure.
Step back. Good rebound. Rangi Tawara brings it up. Oh, pressure. Pressure from Temapara Walker causes a turnover.
Yeah, we have 9 turnovers for Wellington at this point.
There's that little handoff.
And 7 turnovers for Waikato as they score again to build on their lead with 16, up 16. Mareko will bring it up and calmly pass it across to Doyle, who's in for Sopoaga.
Oh, foul.
Nice drive. Bringing some energy off the bench. They need that. They're going to need their bench to step up. Often it's the role players sometimes that make a difference in these finals because everyone's scouted the stars. With Waikato, who do you stop? It seems to be done by committee by them, so it's a tough scout.
Yep.
Hey,
Yes.
look at that. There's no lid on the basket. No lid. Does go in. Oh, 2 from 2 for Doyle.
For 2. Going Nordstrom. To Walker. Reggie Walker. Looking for that screen. Drive base. Oh.
Stride stop reverse for Walker.
There's that pressure. There's that pressure. Wellington get it over.
Oh, there we go, Lily.
Oh, yes. Oh, hard luck, Lily.
It's the first daylight she's had pretty much all game. 2 open.
The rebound. Oh. Oh, there's another foul.
Oh, Goffs, that's on 3 now. So Leanne Walker looks to her bench to sub.
There's that gap. There's that space. You don't need to go.
14 in for 15 for Waikato. Caitlin Ward. As Goff picks up her, I believe, 3rd foul. Might be only her 2nd, really, which is much better for them if that's the case. Yep, just her 2nd. Waihi with 3, Gilbert with 2 fouls. So a bit of foul trouble for Waikato. Walker, 6 has 2, and Albert Niha with 2. So it hasn't really hurt them at all, though. Wellington haven't been able to convert their free throws. Plenty of bodies on Waikato bench wanting to get in and give it a run. Sopoaga with the miss. Oh, no, that's not Sopoaga.
Tawara.
Thank you.
Rangi Tawara.
Really like the name Rangi.
Yeah.
Has a ring to it.
Bit of pressure. Ooh, don't reach. Gonna get 8 seconds. Must be. Down 8 seconds. Ooh. Can this spark the Wellington?
There
Spark
are
the Wellington team.
heaps of red and black in the stands with Waikato. If you don't know, but the next game, the boys' final is a Waikato only final with the Waikato C versus the Waikato A. So all the red and black are coming to support. They'd love to see 3 medals for them.
I think that's why Anthony Corbin's come today.
Yeah, it's rare not to see Anthony Corbin at a tournament the whole time, and he's gotten a break, much deserved, and he didn't even need to be here. They're winning anyway.
I think Wellington just need a little bit of energy from their bench at the moment. They're just a little bit down. And
yeah, no one's doing much over there. And wind's out of their sails.
yeah.
Maybe a timeout from coach if he's got one left. We've got a substitution for Wellington as Lily gets her first break of the game. So Wellington going a bit small.
So Walker will be waiting for the on ball. No on ball this time.
Good defense
Walker
from
to
Wellington. Gonna have a shot clock violation.
Oh. Is
Got a-
that Gilbert's third? Was it a foul?
Yeah, I believe that's on number 12. So frustrating for Waikato. They had a shot clock violation coming, and I don't know if Gilbert knew that.
And then we'll walk to the free throw line for 2.
And Edwards will enter the game, and Gilbert will sit. Yeah, I mean, if you're Wellington, you're not out. You've got lots of players for Waikato in foul trouble, and you've gone to the free throw line. You've had opportunities to score. You haven't played very well, and you're still only down, 16 or 17. So a chance to come back is there once you start converting. So Doyle is now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Till that one. Wellington again will press. That's the line press. And they fan out into a 2-2-1, I think.
8 from 21 so far from the free throw line, Wellington are.
Yeah, that's under 50%, isn't it?
There's your Walker at the top. Here she comes on the on ball. The D. Nordstrom at the top, looks to drive.
Fancy handles, combo move there.
Whoa.
Boom, boom. Double cross between the legs, back around, in through, floater. Highlight reel from the youngest Ledger Walker. Some say could be the best. Stay tuned. No pressure.
No pressure. Sapawanga on the drive. Waikato on the break. Edgy Walker wants it. Nordstrom. Sapawanga with a foul.
Just got a bit too much on the show. Clipped her with her hip.
So 32-13 to Waikato, 1 minute 38 to go in the half.
Oh, yeah. And Sapawanga just has 1 foul, so that's good for them. She's been pretty aggressive this game offensively. Hasn't been able to get a lot on the scoreboard, but she's trying to make stuff happen.
Edwards backdoor. Nordstrom for 3. Short.
Yeah, you're starting to see some fatigue for some of these teams.
Gotta get it over.
Teams now on their 7th game of the tournament.
Dungy's got it at the top. Sapawanga.
A lot of Waikato people in the key. On the drives, a swarming defense.
Four left on the shot clock. Oh, reverse. Doesn't go. Waikato on the break. Nordstrom looking to push. Great pass. And he's come on and got some good rebounds and a bit of hustle.
Yeah, she's owned the boards. What do we have? Offensive foul potentially. Must have been.
Caught a treble, I think.
Oh, she lifted her pivot foot before she went left. Haven't seen too many officials make that call, so I don't think anyone's expecting it. Even though it is in the rule book.
Edgy Walker. Back to Edwards. To Nordstrom. Screen. A little handoff. Drive, Walker drive, pull up the key. Sapawanga. 16 left.
There she goes. So she getting a little bit closer that time with that second dribble. Ledger Walker will pick up that foul. I'm not happy with herself for that. So if you're just tuning in, we're almost done with the first half of the Aon Under 15 National Champs Grand Finale with the girls. Leading the way, Waikato with 32. Wellington with now at their 14th after that made free throw from Sopoaga. What are your thoughts on MVP, Tama? Have you had a chance to really think, well, who wins? It depends sometimes. Maybe Nordstrom for me.
Nordstrom, Ledger Walker.
Yeah, I'd say definitely tournament team for the two.
Yeah.
Goff could be in the mix.
I didn't get their semi-final, so...
Yeah, Nordstrom had 20, I think, in that. Ledger Walker was second leading scorer, so both again had a great tournament so far.
So there we are. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to take a short break, and we'll see you back soon.
go. So we're back here, half-time, minutes to go till we get back into the second half. Hopefully it'll be a game of two halves, and Wellington can get back into the game to make it interesting. Wellington just haven't really fired at the moment. Point scorers for Waikato. Leading score at the moment is Swansea Nordstrom with 9. Caitlin Ward with 7. And then there's a 3 with 4. Legia Walker, Temapata Walker, and Kailani all across with 4 each. And for Wellington, it's Sapuanga with 5 and Mariako with 4. So they just haven't been able to score and sort of get into the game a little bit flat. And so hopefully we can see Wellington come out and maybe put a bit of pressure back on Waikato and get back in the game. They're not out, but they've got to do something different to get back into the game.
Yeah, I think they go back to their original game plan that kind of kept it close for a while. Was pounded inside, and Lily Talela needs to get closer to the basket on her catches. She's getting pushed off, and it's a tough move when you're a foot away from where you're used to being. She needs to really bury her defenders and ask for the ball nice and deep inside to get easy baskets underneath. And they do have foul trouble, Waikato, so why not?
There you go. Lily for 2.
Good sign for them to get her going.
Oh, and they come out with a little bit of half-court pressure.
And goes right by that, no problem. Hezzy middle and finish baseline.
Turnover. Legia Walker coming back down. Nordstrom for 2.
Tough combo, those two. You got very versatile 1 and 2 guards. Which one do you face guard? Neither one, so they can go to each other. Of course, not allowed to zone at under 15s, no box of 1s, no triangle and 2s, no 2-3s, just pack defense and a lot of switches that look like a zone. Oh, nice.
Oh. Here we go. Is this the spark? Got to get a stop, though. Waikato come down.
So obviously, Coach Crawford has gone back to what's been working for him all tournament is his inside game.
Nordstrom directing play here. She's waiting for that on ball. She's controlling that ball. Fortunately, misses a runner. Sapuanga.
Good hustle to get back from Waikato to slow that break down.
Here's where Lily might need to be a little bit big in that post and get her some space. Sapuanga drives.
Unlucky on the roll. She got almost got it to fall.
Nordstrom again. Here she goes. Left hand.
And no help. So Wellington opting not to help. Holly Morgan just watched her as she went by. Nice pass inside.
Great pass. Just those little things.
Yeah, the further you get into the game, the more they matter. The details matter.
Legia Walker, there she is. They're just playing out of Nordstrom at the moment. Just letting her do her thing.
Nice defense from Wellington. Good high hands from Wellington D. 2 seconds to shoot.
Oh, and 1.
And Nordstrom with the and 1. Second one of the game. And I like that. You know, a lot of players are opting to just jack it up with 2 seconds to go. And she puts it on the floor, gets to the rim.
Just going to say, and there was a good pass from Eliza Gilbert. She just knew who to get it to. She didn't even really look. She knew that there wasn't much time on the clock, and she wanted to get it into one of the guards' hands, and then they made some movement, and Nordstrom drove and got an N1.
Yeah, and even though Wellington have, come back with some offensive firepower to start the third, they still haven't been able to put together a string of stops with Waikato on 40 points, which is on their way to quite a few if they keep this pace up.
So what's Leanne telling her girls now?
Yeah. Well, she's adjusting because they've gone into their big guys, so she's telling them, look, we got to pack it in when the ball goes in. We got to get around. We can't let them dump it in. So she's going to talk about getting up, on-ball pressure, so they can't make an easy pass.
Yep.
And then defensively, they can't let Taulele catch it so deep. And if they are, they must get around in front. So we'll see what happens for them defensively.
40-19, 7:41 to go in the third.
But you're not worried if you're Waikato at all. You're just teaching. You're always teaching, trying to get them better. This is the future of their basketball, and she knows that. It's not about the score at this moment. It's about getting better each possession, holding your players to a high standard no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah. Great team basketball from Waikato at the moment. Ostrom makes a free throws. Here's the pressure. Long pass. Turnover.
Yeah, and so out of a timeout, we've got a turnover already, which is frustrating for Coach Crawford. Nordstrom has 16 points now with that free throw. She's 7 for 13, which is a nice looking stat line on offense.
She's just controlled the half court set. Hand off here. Good cut. On ball. Bump inside. Oh.
Wellington goes inside. Great look inside and a tough finish. Moreko's having herself a game. I feel like she's stepping up a bit here in this third quarter, especially defensively and smothering the drives from Waikato there.
Here's Rangi on the break. Ooh. Walker back on the break. She's pushing. Rebound. I'll cut to all the rebound. Edwards turns it over. Oh.
Morgan headed to the corner, no man's land, and substitution. Morgan will take a seat for Wellington into the game. Got a new guard off the bench. And Wellington calls out one here. Little horn set. Good pressure from Waikato.
Sure.
Shot clock violation. Nowhere to go for Wellington there.
You'll see a lot of things at the young age around the deficiencies of that offhand. She couldn't go left there. Anyone out there listening that's young, be able to dribble with both hands.
Yeah, you try to create separation for yourself, and sometimes the pull-up J is the best thing to do. Good finish inside. It'll be Albert Nihau with a couple. Good pass inside again, and I feel like that's a tough shot. She's too far away.
It's just too high. See that, yeah.
So Waikato have adjusted their defense after their previous timeout. And then Goff's still on the bench for Waikato with those couple fouls.
3 for Walker, Edge Walker.
She's streaky, you know. She'll miss a couple and then she'll hit 2. So you just never know. You can't go to sleep on her.
Couple subs coming in. Kayla Waihi back in the game.
Little guard number 6, Walker as well, so she'll take over the point guard. On defense, she'll swarm Sopoaga. Just never get a break when you're a Wellington guard. They're all over you like pesky flies, sand flies out on a warm day.
Nice, tough, good D, good offense.
Yeah, good finish by Tawera.
Oh, left her low. No one there. Waihi for 2, for the N1.
Man, it's so frustrating watching Wellington work hard for a basket, and then on the other end, 2 passes layup for Waikato. It's easy to score for them as they have 45 points. And I know when you're coaching, if you give up 50 points in a half, you have a hard time winning. It is the third quarter, though, so He's got to keep someone under 70. I think you have a chance. And I think under 15s, you want to hold teams to around 50 points if you can.
It's not quite now. Here comes Waikato. Waihi for 2. Oh, Edwards, it's a rebound.
Smallest girl on the court.
Great, it's Nordstrom looking for that on ball. Drive by Waihi, nice step through.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know she's a lefty or a righty till you see her shoot. She goes both directions quite well. As you said earlier, you know, it's really important to be able to do that.
Good D. Let's go Wellington. Let's get a bucket out of here. Oh, hard luck.
It's the right idea. Tough catches, though, really. That's the right idea. Had she caught that, there'd have been no help side. That'd have been an easy basket.
4 minutes in the third quarter to go in the third quarter. 47-23 to Waikato. We're just waiting for Wellington to make a little move. Waikato just clinical at the moment. Look for a backdoor. Edwards with a reverse.
Pretty basket there at this age. See a reverse layup. Just to obviously practice that a few times. Well, high post action from Wellington. Create some space, and they do that.
Winner for 3.
Oh, unlucky. It looked like it was going in.
Oh. Well, he brings it up. It's going to pass, cut, on ball. Oh, great pass. Another reverse. Oh, good ball to Wellington. Roy Mata with a steal. Good pick at Edwards. Oh, good hustle. Oh. Edwards for 3. Boyle. Just a swarming defense, no matter where you are on the court.
Yeah, the ability to handle pressure becomes vital when you get to these finals.
Really drives.
I like to talk about the 3 P's of pressure: patience, pivots, and pass fakes.
Oh, good D. Oh, good save. Why with another save?
Oh, Wellington looks stuck in mud a bit.
Oh, good pass. Oh.
So 3 on the shot clock here and travel. So Wellington weathered the storm there, as it looked like they were stuck in the mud. Wellington just couldn't get their hands on the ball. Subs for Wellington, some tired legs taking a seat. I like the substitutions from Coach Crawford. He's got nothing to lose here. Everyone wants to give it a go. Nice move.
For a drive.
It's a real nice move. Just got in her way, her teammate, a bit. Would have been Morocco just on the same side. And
Wellington just been a little bit unlucky with some stuff, just not dropping, and they've been trying, but just some things don't go, not dropping, and maybe it might drop soon.
yeah, it's hard when you start a game and you're in, you're down double digits to try to come back against something like a team like Waikato. They're just so good defensively. Yeah, coming back from a deficit is quite difficult against them.
Just a bit of direction here, look.
Coach Walker's got a lot of her bench on right now, just letting them play it out.
Just a good all-round team that can, their supposedly so-called bigs can dribble and can control a little bit as well as the guards. So they're just, and they hustle.
Yeah, it's nice to see the new crop of Waikato players coming through, and that same group has been kicking butt in 19s and 17s and WBC for a while. So here's the next cream of the crop for Waikato, and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And I don't know the
Waihi.
last time Wellington's been in a final, so good on them. They've done well to get here. And still competing every possession. Look at them closing out, working hard.
Shot
Yeah, I
block
believe
violation.
actually Wellington Capital won last year, didn't they? Under 15s, the
Yeah,
girls.
so.
Yeah, that was Jordana Davey was MVP, I believe. So she would have been. They beat Harbor in the final.
Capital gold.
Yeah.
Beat Tauranga.
Tauranga.
And we go Waihi on the break. Either hand. Just that rebounding. The smallest one on the court. The reverse. No.
Oh, crafty. Keeps it alive. Still with the ball. Wow, offensive rebounds for Waikato's. Bit of a force there.
Push, great pass.
And they needed some of that. As Chin gets the 2.
Just keep working, Wellington. Just keep working hard. Get a steal here and there.
Yeah, I think Wellington needs to just keep Waikato on one side of the court and quit letting them cross the middle and really jump high on that
Yeah.
on ball.
Waikato is just doing what they want to do at the moment.
Yeah, everything's to the middle, and it's where you get yourself into foul trouble.
.7 left in the third.
And this third quarter haven't been too many fouls since the beginning, which is great. Play is flowing a bit more here with players keeping their hands off and moving their feet. Nice pass. That probably wouldn't have counted anyway had it gone. End of the third quarter here. Waikato in control, 49-25 against Wellington.
Yeah, just Wellington, just some unlucky and some things. Just that little pass there didn't hit the direction, and could have been, but wasn't. So one more quarter for Wellington to come out and try and make a run, and one more for Waikato to weather the storm, if there is one, to keep this lead.
Yeah, and that'd be interesting to see if Coach Walker goes with her starters for the fourth quarter, or if she sticks with her bench that she had in with, I think, potentially one starter in Gilbert. Might have been out there. Or if she starts with their starting 5, just to kind of go on a run and really close the door on Wellington.
Well, that's right. You know, what do?
Well, I would start my starters.
I'll be stomping. I'll be trying to close the game out within the first 3 minutes of the quarter.
Yep. No, me too. And Wellington needs to breathe some life into this game and just get some points on the board, get some scores, some stops, some scores, see if they can string some threes together, some possession of threes. So score, stop, score. A few of those.
They've been out hustled, and there's more energy from the Waikato, and they're crashing the boards and they're going for every little possession.
Yeah, they wear you down. Even if you stay close with them, they wear you down with that pressure. It gets to you. And they have had foul trouble, and unfortunately for Wellington, and they haven't been able to capitalize on that with the free throws that they've had. They've percentages in the 40s in that first half. So it didn't really affect the game too much. And with that deep bench, as you mentioned at the beginning, for Waikato, they just roll people through with the same pressure. So, yeah, Waikato will have the ball. So, starters back on.
Yep, starters back on. Still a big crowd and more people coming in to watch the boys final.
It's going to be a great crowd for this next one. That's where I'm going to be.
Yeah, same.
We'll let the big fellas come do the commentating for the next one. And they can get Waikato. So here we the buzzer. So fourth quarter action just about to get underway. The Trust Power Arena in Tauranga. Switches from Wellington. Hey, you gotta tell, Wellington certainly do come out with energy at the start of every quarter.
Switch that. Nordstrom for 3.
Boom. She gets her feet set super quick. Doesn't need any time to get that off.
Good rebound. Tawera, Sapuanga. Just that pressure, there's that pressure. Tawera for 3, short.
Ah, there's that unluckiness you talk about. With that drop, that'd have been a big one.
Nordstrom's pushing it down, Walker waiting for the on ball, swings it. Oh, he looked to go.
Nice D from Wellington. Tatiana Mareko, smart player.
Here we go.
Ooh. And I think that Chin was all over that one. She said, no, not another one for you.
And then the pressure.
Yeah, be careful on crossovers. You don't want to cross over too many times.
That's good gap. Yep. Here we go. Let's move the feet. Let's go Wellington for a drive. Lily with a rebound, put back. Unlucky.
And Goff back into the game, who sat almost the whole third quarter. Doing that wheel action again for 3 here, so.
Came off a double pick there.
Yeah, Waihi. She's, oops, off the side of my hand, I think. Good drive from Sopoaga. Great defense, though, from Waikato, getting that chest-and-chest defense, squaring her shoulders. That'll be Talele picking up the foul as she drove, so she drew that foul.
So, Goff, Gilbert, Waihi, Nordstrom, Ledger Walker for Waikato. So, Lily, Sapuanga, Maiki, Katani, Rangi, Tawera. We'll wait and see who the other one is for Wellington. Chin. Here we go, bit of life from the Wellington bench. Keep your heads up, girls.
Hey, 2 from 2, that's great. It's your best player a touch, and that's good offense from Wellington.
Oh, good too.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the defense from Mareko. Smart young lady. Can anticipate where the ball's going next, and she gets her hand on it.
Wellington inbound. Step.
I love the defense. They face guard, and they stick someone behind the ball. So, takes a lot to get open against this Waikato team.
Hustle and hustle. Yeah, and on the next pass, there's someone there.
And it will go to Waikato. Wellington was the last one to touch it on the sideline by their bench. Sometimes you can hope you can influence the official on your own sideline. Not that time.
52-27, 7:38 to go in the fourth.
Ledger Walker for 3. Oh, yeah.
Nothing but net. And there comes the pressure.
Her and Nordstrom have been real good for Waikato.
Smart. Rangi throws it off her foot. Let's give her a bit of space, give her a bit of time. Let's go off the inbound.
Nice move. Shoves that right shoulder. So she's getting some points now in this fourth quarter. It'll be, you know, she's had a great tournament and her teammates found her there.
Walker for 3. Sapuanga tries to get the rebound. Ledger Walker on the drive. Oh, good hustle. Wellington get it. Let's go. Sapuanga tries to step through, no way through there.
And travel, I believe. As Leisure Walker closed the gap there and nowhere to go. That's something probably that Lily can add to her game, is just when she's got that ball 1v1 around the free throw line, she just keeps going and lays it up. Becomes more of a stretch 4.
Sledge Walker going for that on ball. Nordstrom off a double, feeder set. Waihi.
I'll give that assist to Goff as she tips it to her teammate. Great defense up front, keeping the ball nice and high, makes passing into your post real tough. Shot clock winding down now, under 8.
Waihi on the break.
Can she go all the way?
In for 2. Looked easy. D. Toward at the top, swings, drive base.
Goff just got a piece of it straight up, and
That's why he on the break again.
this tempo really favors Waikato.
Yeah. Well, there might be a timeout here for Wellington just to say, hey, look, we've been all here all week and we've got to a final. We've done our best. Keep your heads up, girls.
Yeah, let's try to get it. I don't know, set a goal. Let's get to 30, you know, almost to 40 points if you can. Like, that'd be a good goal. Or, 38, something like that. Give them something to work towards. Try to hold Waikato below 70 or 65.
Yeah, things haven't gone their way, but, they've got to a final. There's 18 other teams that wish they were in that spot.
Yeah, no, they'll come up with the medal. And, yeah, Waikato were the favorite coming in anyway. They're just very skilled at all positions and people coming off the bench that really could start for other squads. So no lack of talent for Waikato and Wellington. I don't know how many bottom age kids are on that Wellington team. Could be quite a few that'll be back again next year. So good learning experience for everyone.
Yeah.
And not to mention our officials getting their girls final here. Congratulations to them. They'll receive an award as well for their contribution to the sport. We're only as good as our officiating. And not to mention Basketball New Zealand and the initiative with the BBNZ community coach course endorsement. It's required now to head coach a team. So shout out to all those regional coach developers who've been out delivering, and to the coaches that have put in all the time online at the course and then being evaluated. So it's awesome to see that everyone is buying into that. Just makes us better as a country.
Waikato ball base. Let's go Wellington. Let's see if we can finish off this game strong here in this last 5 minutes of 4:58.
Oh, she was open, and good tip on the pass to prevent a layup from Goff. Well, the bench was ready to explode for Waihi. If she'd have nailed that 3, it'll be a foul on Tupaia. Into the game for the first time today is Leah Tupaia.
And they don't ease the pressure. Ostrom just trying to get back in front. Good hustle. It's hard to see the numbers on the front of the Wellington uniform.
Is there a number on front? I think it's just basketball, yeah. It's hard to see them because they don't exist. They are pretty flash, those singlets.
Nordstrom, feeder set. Rims out, a bit long. Wellington ball.
Couldn't resist that one. And Coach Walker would have rather had them run some clock down, but sometimes when you're 13, you don't care what your coach says.
So that pressure causes an inbound turnover.
A nice pass from Waihi, dumping it into, is that number 7? Yeah, Lewis.
Lewis with the tip. Comes Waihi. I mean, if you look at his last sort of few minutes, Waihi's been in control of this Waikato attacks. Ball in her hands, give it to the right person.
Yeah, so Coach Leanne Walker has a lot of her bench out there, but she also has a couple of her starters to just keep things under control, which is good coaching.
And it falls to Waihi.
Wellington still playing for pride.
Oh, look, and rims out. Unlucky.
On a frustrating afternoon for Lily Talele, unfortunately. And when you play post, you rely on your teammates sometimes to get you the ball. And great defense on Waikato to just make things difficult all afternoon for the Wellington side.
And Lily, it's a sub. Keep your head up high, Lily.
Great tournament. You hear your name. We've heard her name a lot as the weeks progressed. We got a missed free throw, it looked like. Battle for the boards to Mareko, who's had a lot of those and has played great defense and hasn't backed down. And I don't think that, she's struggled to do her thing. She's been there all evening.
Siva Paro Walker comes in for Kayla Waihi. She's had a great game.
Yeah, so Tailele went to the bench with 10 points, so she picked it up in the second half. And Nordstrom has 19 for Waikato. And then Waikato has just totally spread out the scoring with their bench. So everyone from Waikato off the bench has scored besides number 4, Harahap, who is not in the game. So, well, she is in the game. So maybe if they can get her a basket, then it's a party for the bench. So everyone's picked up a bucket.
Waikato got their bench on at the moment, so it might happen. Turnover. Wellington on the break.
Chase down. Oh, she thought about the 3. That would have been it right there.
She's going to drive.
Oh, dump off not there. Didn't want to shoot over the tree inside. Wise decision. Over 2 minutes to go here. We've got the young talent out there battling around. Good finish. It'll be Sopoaga with the game, with the 2.
For the on ball. Ward.
Good defense. I think that did hit the shot clock, so they'll keep going.
Yeah.
Wisely, you don't want to go, you keep going till the whistle blows. Mareko to the rim.
And a foul. 1:31 left in the 4th. There will be a champion crowned. Waikato 61-31, 1 minute 31 to go.
Yeah, it never was really very close after the first probably 5 minutes. Waikato's defense has just been too much for basically everyone in the tournament, and the way they spread out the scoring has been hard to handle. Hard for teams to come back in when everyone can score, so been in a one-sided final, really.
Waikato to add another title to their already plenty.
It's a good thing they just started doing banners because they wouldn't have any room.
Lewis, Ward. Ward's going to shoot that.
Didn't look too bad.
Oh, jump ball.
A little over 2 possessions left. in this game in the grand finale of the Aeon Under 15 National Champs. The boys getting ready. Both Waikato has 3 boys teams. They'll be excited for that with another medal for the Waikato teams. It'll be Waikato C versus Waikato A in the boys final.
Waikato A coached by Jeff Niwe and Waikato C by Puki Linden. So 2 old players. There's that Doyle. Makes a basket ready for an N1. Nice little drive.
Yeah, she's got a few points. I think she's on 6 with that.
Yeah.
Which is when you're only scoring 33, that's a pretty good chunk.
Gutsy.
Yeah.
She makes the free throw.
Spry little guard.
Yeah.
Nifty ball handling from some of these guys out here.
They're still playing to the end. You know, Wellington just still playing good D. Just keep going to the end. There's Doyle. She's only going to go one way. One way, not right or left, towards the hoop. She wants to score. Passes it inside. Nice little dump.
And a foul before the travel.
Yeah.
So if they'd set a goal to get close to 40, they've done that. They started on 29 before that timeout from Coach Crawford, and now they've got 34 points and a chance to go to 36 here.
And they've still got a smile on their face, even though they're going to come second. But full credit to Wellington making the final of the Aeon Under 15 National Girls Championships. She makes the free throw. And here we are, Waikato. Nice pass.
Oh, can she get her first 2 of the game? Oh.
She's going to get that one.
Oh, I got her and little number 4 confused, but nice pass. Yeah, that'll be it.
That's it. Waikato crown 2019 Under 15 Girls Champions.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today for this women's girls final Under 15s Aeons.